So in most cases, the switch statement is much shorter and cleaner to understand than the if, else if statement. However, in one case, the switch statement is actually a little bit more convoluted compared to the if statement. So for example, let's say we have a variable and we're going to check to see if x is equal or greater than 20. If so, then print So when we want to compare greater than or less than values, it's pretty straightforward to simply use x greater than and a value or x less than and a value. With the switch statement, it's not so easy to understand what's going on. So if we want to check if x is greater than 20, what we have to do is create a separate constant. Let's just call it z, where z is greater than 20. And if we want to do a less than, we have to do something similar. We just create a constant and set that constant less than a certain value. And then our default statement and so now if we run this code, you'll see that it does the exact same thing. Let's change this to a negative. And let's change this to simply 5. So you can see that the switch statement does the exact same thing as the if-else if statement, but comparing less than or greater than with the if-else if statement is much simpler and cleaner than the switch statement, where you must create a constant and then set that constant greater than or less than a specific value. So in this one instance, the switch statement is not as convenient and easy to understand as the if statement that just uses a greater than or less than or greater than or equal or less than or equals symbol, where the switch statement makes it a little bit more complicated because you have to create a separate constant and then set that constant to your comparison operator.